All right, there you have it, folks. The West Memphis Three are finally free men. Over the past couple of days, I've gone through a real gamut of emotions: happy, sad, throw in a little confusion in there, because I was not sure what it meant when I was hearing that they had pled guilty. I was like, "There's no way they would do that." And now I have a better understanding of it because what they pled guilty to was called the Alford plea, and that basically means that they're maintaining their innocence, but uh, the official plea is guilty because they're acknowledging that the state has enough evidence to bring them to new trial and possibly convict. Uh, like I said, I was confused. It does not mean they're saying they're guilty. It's not an admission of guilt whatsoever. As a matter of fact, Damien said as he was entering his plea, "I am an innocent man, but I am entering a plea of guilty because this is in my best interest." Jason didn't want to go along with it at all, but he realized that, to help out Damien and get him off of death row, this is what he was going to have to do, and I applaud him for that. I mean, it takes a lot of integrity to make that kind of sacrifice for your friend, or another human being in general. Um, so, I mean, they're free to still prove their innocence. They can do it outside of prison walls, though, and I'm sure they will. Over the however much time it takes them, they will have their innocence proved and on record. I still believe they're innocent. That has gone unwavering. I will always believe in their innocence because of all the evidence that I've seen. But I am going to take a moment to say that this is not exactly justice served. As Jason said, he didn't really want it to go down this way. I didn't want it to go down this way. I really wanted a new trial that there would be no question in anyone's mind that they walk out the doors and with the label of innocent. But along with that, Chris Byers, Michael Moore, Stevie Branch, there's no justice for them either. I mean, you can't forget about the victims or their families. The real killer or killers are still out there. I mean, why did it have to go down this way? I don't know. But it is what it is, and I guess we got to take it how we can get it. So keep the victims' families in your thoughts and prayers, and hope that real justice comes soon, because the West Memphis Three, Damien, Jason, and Jessie, were not the ones that did it, hands down. But they're free men, and there you have that. I'm looking at my paper here because there's a lot to go over. The three of them were asked if they had any fears of any reciprocation after their release. And of course, there's a fear there because there are some crazy people in the world. You don't know what they're going to do. Stephen Branch has already been, outspoken, essentially threatened Damien on an interview, saying that Damien's going to be asking himself one thing when he gets out, and I got the answer to that. There is no place. The insinuation there is that there's no place on earth that he can hide. Well, you know what? I made another video that I was a little bit more angry, but to respond to that. But I'll tell you what, Stephen Branch, you feel froggy and you want to jump, you're going to have a whole hell of a lot of other people that are going to jump on you. That's about how that goes. But to further go with the Stephen Branch story, this is the guy who is the biological father of Stevie Branch, one of the victims, and he was nowhere to be found in the last 18 years. Not involved in any way, shape, or form. Maybe like one interview I heard rumor of that he had given once. I mean, I think he's just looking for his 15 minutes of fame and trying to make an ass of himself, or whatever, Just a person of interest at this point. That's what I'll say. He got thrown out of the courtroom because he wouldn't shut up. He kept saying stuff to the judge. This is Pandora's box you're opening, and you got to think about what you're doing and this and that. he wouldn't shut up, so he got thrown out. Let's talk about John Mark Byers, man. I like that man more and more every day. At first I was skeptical of him and his change of heart, but today it just sealed the deal for me. Saw him in an interview, the passion in his voice when he said that they are innocent and they did not kill my little boy, and you could feel the emotion in his voice. It got me choked up a little bit. I have nothing but respect for that man now. He was told same thing everybody else was told back in '93, '94, and that's all he had to go on. So he reacted to that accordingly. He was a little bit of a showman in the Paradise Lost videos and whatnot. A little quirky character, but since then, man, he's grown up, and I have a lot of respect for him. Just him and Pam Hobbs both to even entertain that West Memphis 3 possibly being innocent, because without a shadow of a doubt to them it hadn't been proven. I believe in their innocence, obviously, but it shows a lot of patience and integrity for the parents of the victims to reach out like that, and I appreciate that, and I know I've seen that Damien, Jason, and Jessie have expressed their appreciation to that fact as well. So this won't be my last West Memphis 3 video. I'm sure there's plenty of things to discuss. Looking forward to comments. But all in all, if you look at it in a nutshell, red letter day, the West Memphis 3 are free, baby. Yeah!